Welcome to Future of Flushing. I'm Vito Calisi. With me is Jonathan Barron. We're out here in Port St. Lucie at the Mets minor league facility, and we are joined by Boston Baro. Boston is named after Boston because your parents are huge Boston sports fans, correct?
Yes, sir. My dad's side of the family, grandparents and aunts and uncles, a bunch of them live up in Boston, Andover, Waltham area.
All right, so I guess it's a good time. Let's rank the 4 Boston sports teams, because I always think to myself, like, what do they actually care the most about in Boston? I know it's sort of seasonal and who's hot and who's not, but what would you say is like the hierarchy of what teams we care about in Boston the most? Coming out with the hot stuff first.
I gotta put the Patriots and the Red Sox.
Okay. Patriots and then Red Sox.
Pats are big. You listen to WEEI in Boston or
no,
the Hub?
I don't listen to WEEI in Boston.
Well, if you did, they don't stop talking about the Pats. It doesn't matter Mac Jones, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. They don't stop talking about him, so that makes sense. I dig that.
I'd go then Celtics, then Bruins.
Okay.
I don't watch too much hockey, so.
Okay, that was my question.
I wouldn't know much about the Bruins, but.
Fair enough.
I'm going to ask you for a Mount Rushmore of Boston folks. I'm going to give you 4, and I want you to rank them. So it's not really a Mount Rushmore. I want you to rank these people: Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Mark Wahlberg, Ben Franklin.
Ooh, wild card Ben Franklin there.
Wild card Ben Franklin.
You're gonna hate me, but I don't know. I only heard of.
You've heard of Ben Franklin.
Mark Wahlberg, I'm putting 1.
Okay.
Okay.
For movies, who are the other 3?
Matt Damon. You don't know who Matt Damon is?
Famous actor.
You don't know who Ben Affleck is?
You know Ben
He's
Affleck.
Batman.
Oh.
You know Affleck.
Ben Affleck 2, Damon 3, and then.
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin just thrown in there with the rest.
I mean, electricity is.
Let's talk about your experience with the Mets right now. You get drafted by the Mets. Draft day, what is it like? Like, what is the experience like? Take us from that day. You wake up, what are you eating? What is draft night like?
It was definitely a stressful day for sure, but getting into, I think it was the 7th round, I got a call from, or my advisor did, and they said the Mets are looking to take you in the 8th, and I was like, hell yeah. If I can say that, sorry.
You can say that. You can say whatever you want.
Hell.
So pretty much when I saw it on TV, it was me, my dad, grandparents, my aunt, my mom, and it was just a dream come true. We're all ecstatic. We had a really good breakfast that morning. I think we had a place in California called Stacks, and I get like Korean barbecue with eggs, rice.
For breakfast?
For breakfast.
I was expecting pancakes when you said Stacks.
Their pancakes are good, but I was like, no. I got to start putting on weight before I get here. So
I can teach you the way.
Then that night we went out to dinner to a steakhouse, and it was amazing.
Now, you made 2 really good friends in that process. You signed up for Signee Day over at Citi Field.
Yes, sir.
And you became buddies with A.J. Ewing and Colin Houck. Tell us about your friendship since that day.
It's awesome. We're pretty much inseparable. We come here together, then we'll go back to the room and play on our PlayStations. Which
your individual PlayStation 5s that we heard about.
We bought them a week after we got here and set up. Colin's is right here. Mine was on the floor for a while, and then AJ's was on another desk to the left. But we're always together, and it's just a fun time. I actually didn't meet him at Citi Field. I met Colin at the game, but AJ I wasn't able to meet. But it's super nice having them. We're super close together.
What was that experience like, going to Citi Field, getting a taste of the major leagues, the whole situation there? Just walk us through that day.
It was awesome. So first day there we did medical stuff, but to the fun part was where we signed and was able to watch the game. So just watching them take BP before the game, interacting with the fans. It was just awesome, and everybody knew who you were, so it was like super special. But I would put Citi Field going there number 1, but the pizza there.
Okay. At
number 2. Oh, I didn't have pizza there, but Frank, I think, what was it called? Oh my gosh.
Where was it? Brooklyn, Manhattan?
It was in Times Square. It was this.
Was it called Sbarro by chance?
Sbarro's closed, dude.
No.
Is it closed?
Sbarro and Times Square closed down, yeah.
It was where they filmed Spider-Man.
I
said it. I can't remember the name.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Yeah. It's a
Frank's?
famous place. It might be Frank's. It's like there's a bunch of them. It's
Famous Rays?
Not Famous Rays, man.
Joe's?
Not original. Joe's.
How I'm not even a pizza guy, and I got that one.
Do you want your son? He doesn't like cheese.
I don't like cheese.
I love cheese.
But
I go to Chipotle, I get like double cheese and queso.
Yo, you guys love Chipotle. Who likes Chipotle? You or AJ?
AJ.
What's your Chipotle order? He told us his Chipotle order. He hit us with I get double rice.
No, not double rice. He gets white rice and he gets brown rice and he mixes it all.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I've never seen that order before, but
what's your order?
I go with double white rice.
Double white rice.
Yeah, dude.
We're trying to hit the macros, as Vito said to AJ.
Feeling it depends the day, chicken or steak.
Ever both at the same time?
No.
I judge based on when
that'll be like a $25 bowl, and I'm not spending $25 on a bowl.
I look at the meat, and if the steak looks like juicy, then I'll get the steak. But if the steak looks a little dry, then feed me up that chicken, Daddy.
He's a scout, pretty much. He's a scout. I could have done without the daddy,
I can agree to that because every time we go to our Chipotle and I look at the chicken, it's just like looks great. So
As you would say,
chicken.
it's mid.
Mid.
This guy's sus.
Anyways, I'll do
No cap.
I'll do the chicken and then I'll do queso, some hot salsa, sour cream, double cheese, and guac.
All right. I mean, that sounds like a job well done. A good day's at Chipotle.
Ooh, and then to top it off, you know the vinaigrette?
Yeah.
Get that and a side of sour cream and mix it together. It's amazing.
I'm gonna try that.
That's a hack.
You gotta try it.
Chipotle hack.
Do you get the fajita peppers?
I do not.
Dude, none of these guys like the fajita peppers.
It's my favorite thing.
I love the fajita.
It's my favorite thing.
I started eating vegetables when I got here, so.
Wait, like in your life you started eating?
No, but like every day, like I'm eating vegetables now.
What's your go-to vegetable?
Broccoli.
Dude, killing it. I love broccoli. Broccoli's premier vegetable.
You can't go wrong with broccoli.
Now, let's go back to some baseball talk.
This always happens, by the way, Boston. If you listen to the podcast, we start talking about the night and then it just goes off the rails completely with some sort of food chatter. So, welcome to the Future of Flushing podcast.
So, what's it like just going from high school and trying to just adjust to professional baseball and the lifestyle of professional baseball?
The biggest adjustment definitely was probably living on my own, which I learned how to do my laundry the night I got back from Citi Field.
Good for you.
So,
I'm 32. I still haven't learned to do my laundry. So
the hotel makes it easy, but because you press a button and it starts going. But the biggest thing was probably getting to learn on my own, saving money, and just practicing baseball, which we did every day. But it's a job now, so it's like no school. It's like 100% focus on baseball, which is super nice.
What's the best piece of advice you've received so far in your career?
Definitely stay positive, and it's kind of, and have fun, stay relaxed, and just all that stuff, because there's going to be days where you're not feeling the greatest because you're on like 9th day in a row of just hitting for 2 hours, or 9th day in a row playing a game, and you're not going to, if you're like all down and stuff, you're not going to have a fun time playing professional baseball for a while. So
now, you played all over the infield. How important is versatility to you?
Very important, because it started off with, in summer, we had inter squads with the SoCal Giants and start at third, rotate around the infield, sit an inning, rotate around the infield. So getting used to the positions was super, super nice in high school. So coming here and being able to know how to play those positions, it made it a lot, I wouldn't say easier, but easier.
In your experience playing for the FCL Mets, after you're drafted, you jump right in, you get a taste of pro ball, and the team makes the playoffs. What was the experience like getting that taste of pro ball, especially as you now head into your first offseason of pro ball, having gotten into games?
Playing in the games with the team, it was awesome, because especially getting to know the Dominican guys and us, like learning the language. We don't know much, but we know how to, I guess, carry a simple conversation. And just seeing their love for the game it pushes me, and definitely probably all the other guys, to like how badly we really wanted to win that playoff game. But it's been super nice coming here and just playing with them.
Now, you're known for rarely striking out, putting the ball into play. We're here at the low-level hitting camp, right? That's where we are right now. How have you developed your swing in the past, and what have things like this camp at player development helped you develop even further?
So in the past, so my senior year, junior year, we worked on really picking up the pitch out of the hand and seeing where it's going to, like, I guess, picking up the spin, where it starts and where it's going to end, and whether not to swing, making quick reactions. And during the hitting camp, it's been super nice. We put on the hack attack over there, and fastballs mix up the zone for swing decisions. So a big thing on this camp we've been working on is loading in our hips, swing path, and what we've been focused on is swing decisions. So swing decisions, like, that kind of picked up when I started picking up pitches, because I was able to start locating where it was going to start and where it was going to finish. And just being super relaxed at the plate made me hone in on the zone.
And going into the offseason, what are some of your goals? What are some of the things you want to work on and improve on to be ready for spring training 2024?
Definitely just getting stronger and every day working on my swing and ground balls, etc. But I know power is going to come when I start putting on weight, so I wouldn't say working on power, but definitely getting more comfortable with driving the ball instead of like line drives or slapping it.
Now, this interview might be the first time a lot of Mets fans get to know you. What's something you'd like Mets fans to know about you?
I like food.
Well, then you came to the right podcast.
Definitely food. I go out, love being outside. Started playing I didn't play a video game my whole senior year until I got here.
And then you bought a PS5.
I bought a PS5 because I brought my Xbox, but it didn't work.
It broke? You got the Ring of Death? Or the 3 Rings of Death?
I don't think they still get that, do they?
No, I don't know.
There's not a circle anymore.
See, when I heard that you guys got 3 PS5s, I was like, why didn't one of you just get an Xbox? You can do crossplay now, so it doesn't really matter. You know, just for a little variety, different menu layout.
Do you want to hear how different things were when we were your age or even younger? We wouldn't have online play. So we'd have to like bring 2 Xboxes to a place and put them in different rooms, and then you'd hook them up with an Ethernet cord and you'd have a LAN party. And you'd be able to play.
Are you familiar with that?
No.
Are you familiar? We asked AJ this, and he said he had never seen it, and I was kind of appalled. So please tell me you've seen this movie, Space Jam. You're looking at me like, okay.
There's a second Space Jam, right?
I'm talking about the first one. The one with MJ. The real.
I have not.
Oh my gosh. We got to educate the kids.
You guys, it's spring training, we're going to have a screening. We're just going to invite you all over. We're just going to watch Space Jam.
Okay.
But what do you want Mets fans to know about you on a professional, like on a baseball level?
I'm ready to get after it, and I'm always going to be putting 100% effort for myself, but also to give the fans what they go to the games for and give them excitement.
And when fans see you at the game, especially your first game at Citi Field, for your first plate appearance, what's the walk-up song going to be? Have you thought about that yet?
I really want to do Run This Town by Rihanna, the first part.
Okay.
Or something like, I know AJ likes Taylor Swift, maybe some Taylor Swift. I'm really into like pop music, not really. I probably wouldn't be a rap song, it'd just be the first part of Rihanna, but something that's like everyone would like.
Well, Boston, thanks so much for joining us, man, and we're just really excited to watch you next season and see your first full year.
Of course, thank y'all for having me.